Okay. We're back in action. How are we doing on charge here? Still pretty shite. Alright. So... I saw those trades, by the way, Korean guy. Or the signings, I should say. They're not all trades. Interesting. Kyrie staying under an enormous fucking contract.
Now.
Pirtle going to Toronto is interesting.
Good girl.
What up, Jet Li? Appreciate that, boss. Make sure you slam that 2x speed button for a time until you can get caught up to the most live that you can be. Otherwise, God knows you could be 4 minutes behind. Well, no, that's not that bad.
Clive. Smoke. Is the city fallen?
YouTube has live sports and gaming. Yes. The livest of sports.
Three men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Bum bum ba da ba da bum bum ba dum bum. Are you serious? I take one step into the story and 3 more side quests minimum open up? Bro. They have really backloaded the side quest, didn't they? We went a long time with there being almost 0 side quests. And they are just... ramming the side quests in.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence?
Yes, babe? Oh. Okay, babe, you can go ahead now. That's okay. You can watch The Witcher if you want, babe. It's fine. I'm not so diehard about it that I need to see it. What? Uh-huh. Whatever you want to watch, babe, it's fine. Oh my lord.
Here after the Akashic
Get out of here.
attacked. Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around.
The Avengers game is on sale for $8 on Steam. Woof.
But we ain't got nowhere for him to
I thought they were shutting that game down.
Buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build him a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put him? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
That's a long way away. Fucking hell.
It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's got
isn't...
a good few years left in it yet.
Yeah, like, it's like
There's
blight
just one
surrounding it.
problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. And they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do.
Wow.
Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've
I mean, you can
already
just
shared a
leave
few
the dudes
thoughts with
here.
Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I
We
dare
win it
say he's
back
got
by
some
just
ideas of his
sending
own
me.
too.
I'm a demigod.
Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
Wait, has Wade been with us when we had Joshua?
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
As far as this
That's
cutscene is
right,
concerned, Joshua
though it
is
was
not here.
mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
It's time for a panty raid. I can't believe they got away with doing a fucking panty raid episode in SpongeBob SquarePants. Like, it wasn't even like one of those veiled, you know, veiled jokes. They just straight up... Knock, knock.
Kill them! You will leave this place or face the consequences.
Healer? Be gone, thought.
That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not.
Oh. Fucking awesome. 2 scoops?
Doesn't matter. It goes to.
2 scoops of raisins and Kellogg's Raisin Bran? I didn't save any of my fucking attack shit for that guy. Now we're like slow burning this kill. Mark is still on his friggin' Letterkenny hype. You're a cup of baby carrots, bud. I guess it's better than being one baby carrot. Not much.
Any more surprises?
An assassin enemy called Backshots?
Take that as a no.
Oh my god.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
You're so 5'11". That's such a great burn, too. Anyone that's 5'11 is, like, just salty as fuck. They're not 6 feet.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now.
Look at me, look at me.
Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
All right. You're booting up, bro. What are you, Dapbred? What are you doing? Tell me it's for TFT, at most.
Sir Wade, what's all this about? Some shape-shifting
I actually didn't mean to
nightmare
skip
showing
all
up?
that shit.
On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is, you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be.
You're going...
What will you call
Wait,
that?
you're not playing actual League. Stop it.
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad
Vincent,
happened to
for
that
3
place,
years,
but
33
that
million?
don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
I'd say, given
I
what
say
he was
that?
doing, they got him for a deal.
Something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Bored out of my tree? I mean, just leave it at TFT, bro. Don't go all the way into League. Don't do it to yourself. Excuse me. Wad Shams, yeah, for sure.
Rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night? You speak to Martha.
Well, now we get to go over here.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
He's still giving that speech, by the way. They've been here for fucking, like, 2 months.
What you have to do.
I'm guessing this is the, like, finally the continuation of
I
that.
fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you.
Thank you.
Great.
I appreciate the sentiment. And I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found. And it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But
Yeah, Miami's
there are
hurting.
those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning
Bro.
to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway? The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. And may Grieger guide us. All of us.
How many black shields are left? Queen ain't even alive anymore. The king's not alive. The prince isn't alive. The whole place in shambles. Who are they even getting orders from at this point?
We are awaited in Gotan's bales.
The only thing 7% body fat would do for any person is make them salty as fuck. My god, I can't even imagine trying to run that lean. Being an athlete, you'd be fucking useless. Your hormones would be fucked. Your endurance would be fucked. You'd be in complete shambles. You'd be useless.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi!
Well, here we go. Gotta kill some more black shields.
You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack.
Oh boy.
There ain't just a black shield protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him.
Man, if the Lakers re-sign D'Lo for any more than 10 mil a
Do
year,
what I can.
they are chalked.
Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Okay. That's a really long fucking way away. I know where it is, though. D'Lo knows something. D'Lo's blackmailing people. 100%. There's no other reason why he would have gotten played the amount of minutes he did in the games that he did in the playoffs. And sure as shit would be the only reason why he'd managed to get a contract to go back to that team after the absolutely shit tier performance. I mean, it just wouldn't make any damn sense.
Clive, look.
Don't tell me we're too late.
Vincent turned down 24 mil in Miami with no state tax for 33 in LA with California taxes, which are pretty high. And the cost of living is high. I mean, that ends up being pretty close to a wash. Well, no, not really. It's probably like, he's probably losing 40% of that. And so, he's making less money overall to be in LA. I guess he's looking at the money going, does the money matter as much as perhaps trying to get my career to move forward by playing in a major market team, and if I play well, does that take me up into a higher bracket? That's I mean.
Are you all right?
No. But I am
Maybe he
alive,
also just wants to live in LA instead of Cleveland.
which is more than I can say for my comrades.
Would I do it? Probably
They
not.
followed me without
Oh no, not
question
Cleveland, sorry,
all the
Miami.
way here.
Would I do it? No. Why did my brain
They
say
died.
Cleveland?
For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
Dodge already, Dapbeard?
Your comrades didn't
That's a
die for
sign.
nothing.
Get out while you
They
still
died
can.
for you. Don't
Exactly.
Let their sacrifice be in vain.
There you go.
won't.
Smart move.
Come on then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. It's a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Let's just see if I can just one-shot this guy. He dove away from it. The dick. I almost got him with that combo. So close. Vincent to Lakers means likely Schroeder is gone, which I don't know. Schroeder played solid. Schroeder did play really solid, but maybe it just depends on what they want. You know, Vincent was banging threes. Maybe they want that more than Schroeder's defense.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm choosing between Schroeder and D'Lo, I'm going to re-sign Schroeder. If I have to lose both, then I better have something real fancy in mind. But keep in mind, they were also talking about the possibility of
it is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
What's his
Just as
face?
I dreamed of doing all these years.
Big boy.
All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
Nobody else is.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing.
I mean, they'd be insane not to
I
re-sign
hate to say
Reeves
it,
and
but
Hachimura.
there's more bad news. It's Lostwing.
Excuse me, and if I had to keep
flooded.
one, I'm keeping Hachimura.
What?
Quentin really fucked up here, didn't he? Oh boy. Aether Flood?
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Bro, it didn't charge my shit during that whole cutscene. That's hilarious. Porzingis to Boston is one of the greatest trades Boston's ever made. Straight up. As far as I'm concerned, like the Porzingis trade is currently the trade in the postseason to date. Where is this healer?
Nice try.
Yeah, Smart, no offense to Smart, who had a good run the year previous, but Smart was hot garbage this last season. Fucking doo-doo butter. And so getting what they did for Smart was unreal value.
I need to find Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why?
Hey, what's up, Adam Combat? How you doing?
All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us,
What?
ain't you? Don't try telling me you're only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Oh, have you? Have you been enjoying
Village
it?
may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family.
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing. Right here in the Bales.
I mean, maybe be a little further away from the fucking Aether flood. I mean, for God's sake, man, you're...
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why, just a village. We could build towns. A nation, even.
Alright, easy. They're gonna be
What's to
Founder
stop us?
2.0.
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family.
Family.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
The way that the East is shaping up, I just gotta keep it 100. After the East, or the way that the East is shaping up, they're all just playing for second place again, like this year. The East is in a hurting situation. I'm at the point just after the Bahamut fight. Holy shit, you caught up to me. God damn.
What's happened?
If we're going to do this, well,
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment,
Like-
we're in need of someone with your talents.
We don't know exactly
What talents
how
would those be?
they're gonna
While
shake
your
up
fearlessness
or
and
shake
your
out just
skill with a
yet,
blade.
I'm listening.
but
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too
I'm
did a
not
wave
seeing
of
a lot
chaos
to stop
and
Joker yet.
confusion. Randalar
I'm not
has
seeing
been
teams
particularly
that
badly
just yet that
affected.
are looking dangerous.
Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get free.
Cavs,
But the
maybe.
army, too, is in
OKC,
disarray,
better
and finds itself
chances.
unable to provide for its new
Kings?
charges,
Oh yeah, I got
which
lots of king
means
stonks.
It has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in
Yes,
the
you
canyon.
can. I've only
place
done it
was
with
abandoned
one
a
so
long
far,
time ago,
but
when the men
yeah,
moved
you can move icon abilities from
beasts
one to
moved in.
another when you master it.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, If you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find the village in Chedra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Okay. Yeah, my biggest concern for Boston, believe it or not, even though they've got Porzingis, which is phenomenal, and I think that sets them up a lot better than the roster that they had this past season. I gotta be honest, I'm still concerned. I'm still concerned about. Oh no, wait, this is the right way. Hey, Nate, I appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much, brother. How you doing today? I still have concerns about Tatum. Excuse me.
This must have been a nice place once.
Oh boy. There we go. I appreciate that, Nate. Thank you once again. Yeah, we've had a good stream today. A long stream. This is part 2.
I think you're right.
Since YouTube only keeps the first 12 hours of any live VOD available for viewing afterwards, we've started anew. The downside of that is that it's always a good way to lose like half or more of the people watching you, even if they're like, even if you tell them we're just starting the stream up again, you just have to go to the channel page and it'll be there without fail. So it's not a great feature for YouTube, but then again, how many people are out here streaming for fucking 12 hours at a time, I guess, is the question. Wait, hold on. Am I just walking? Yeah, that's... Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Is something the matter, Theodore?
Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you'll give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Sus.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough
Okay.
about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done.
You're just gonna drop it at
Village is
that?
safe now.
Okay.
You made quick work of it.
That's
As always.
for another
I
side
should
quest,
go and let Eloise know.
I guess.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
Right.
Okay. Better.
We'll speak then.
I think one of the things I appreciate most about this game from like a sound design perspective is how good everyone's all of the sound effects are for all of the people walking in their armors. Whether it's Clive's or anyone else, like all of it sounds really good.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Struce getting 4 for 64, Vincent 3 for 33. The most Miami offered Vincent was $7.5 million a year for 3 years. I mean, the man put up some
Clive.
You wanted
pretty
to talk.
good numbers and won
The
them
man
some
I was watching
games
earlier,
in the
one speaking
playoffs.
to my sister. He
So
represents
I'm
the
not
Silver
shocked
Peak
that he'd want to
Consortium.
take
It's
an extra
one
4
of the
mil.
bigger trading houses.
Miami's gotta
I've
have
heard of
something
them.
planned, right?
Well,
Like they have to
every
be. They can't
trader
just
down
hemorrhage
here
everyone.
has.
So maybe
They
they're
operate across the length and breadth of the Republic,
eyeing somebody. I don't know.
and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Alright. Another one done. Which means we are back. Oh, I want to see if there's anything new to buy. Or craft, or anything. New missive delivered to class. Okay, we can go check that out. Nothing and nothing.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into town?
Uh-huh. Lovely. Lovely. And what about hunts? Any new hunts? Yeah. Oh boy.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. All done?
Oh shit, sorry. One sec. Ugh. Audition reset. There we go. That's when you know we've been streaming a long time, when we have to reset audition. Oh, Lost Wings, Sanbreck. More black shields, eh? Alright. Now, hold on, before we do that, let me read more into this. Because that's a, Interesting. Either side of Lost Wing, it seems. Huh. I wonder if he's down in the cellar. Like if he's in Lost Wing, or if he's somewhere else. I'll check the cellar passage. How are we doing here on the charger, by the way? Abysmal. Okay. Oh, is that up top? No, really? Knock, knock. I thought so. Oh, it's one of these guys, a cannoneer. Fun!
Bring out your arrows! Let me and my mortar purge them of their sin!
Did I really miss that fucking window that quick? Ow! Ow! Just eating all these shots. Why did it... That just totally cocked me. Unnecessarily. Oh, I thought I had that. That was weird when I went to use Lebanon or whatever, my big boy, he used the other one. I didn't think I was pressing square at any point in time. It's kind of weird, but no matter. He did. He did. Restock on some potions.
Clive, coin purse weighing you down. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
And we still don't have anything to upgrade or craft. I feel like we've got to wait for, for the next stage in the story to open up before we get the next round of stuff. Which, as it turns out, is exactly what we're about to do. Well, that can't be good. Hopefully our ship looks better than that.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
He's spoken for. Don't get any
Told me
ideas.
all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
Oh my.
Hey?
Lol. Dodged that like a pro.
My boy.
And now for the uncle.
Byron. It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Wow, he seems really happy about that, Joshua does. A bad omen.
These Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Lol.
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Torgal. Let's
Here
find
we
those
go.
survivors.
Let's save first. Excuse me.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Pitter patter. Oh god, getting oh my god.
They've been routed.
That's not what I want to do at all. Bro, I don't have time for you. I'm trying to kill your little minions. Alright, now I have time for you.
Give me thunder!
Not worth using all of our shit. Oh yeah, we're gonna tune them up. No doubt. That's enough out of you. Oh, I'm fucking him up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's over.
Level 41.
What happened to the Royal Army?
Those guys were not prepared. Not prepared. Alright, what big boy's back here though? Not who I wanted to hit with that, but... Ow, fucker. Usually that's a counter on that. Oh, him with everything. Take him to the fucking cleaners. Ouch. Ah, fucking damn it. I was looking at my... Can't see. Alright, we're okay. Couldn't see a damn thing. I was looking at my abilities bar for the briefest of moments and he caught me with that. Josh Richardson to Miami. Richardson returns to the team that drafted him in 2015. Okay, 2-year deal. I mean, that's somebody. At least it's somebody going to Miami instead of away from Miami. I guess. No, we were asking, you know, what are they gonna possibly get? I mean, that's a start. It's something.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Die. There we go. Separate them. Divide and conquer, as it were. Oh, hi! You're fucking cute. No, I fucked it. Fuck. Quickly. Okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Almost fucked it, but we're okay. God!
There may still be survivors inside.
Very good. This is the 2000s, they called them what? They're firing my laser meme back. Yeah, that was a hell of a fucking laser. I, was not expecting that. Which one of these is a potion? There it is. There we go. Thank you.
Where are they? These creatures.
Wrong day.
I thought I was ready to extend this far. What the hell is going on here?
Ow. Really? Oh, for fuck's sakes. $2 years, $6 mil for Richardson. That is dirt cheap.
But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit one's unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness.
I want a little bit of the behind-the-scenes update on this guy. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Wildwood's armies. Yeah, I remember that much. Unwavering loyalty, yeah, Yeah, like that's... Got some weird shit going on here.
They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess,
what up, Kashoba? How you
I'm
doing?
very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled.
Oh boy.
I am Saintlian of House Harvard. And you will yield.
That was some Power Ranger shit. Wow, that followed me around that whole time? What the fuck? I'm trying so hard to dodge him, but it's just being weird. Just got that in there. That was pushing it.
Little trick.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I
Yeah, we got the Berserker ring on, yeah.
much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this.
Careful, no spoilers if you know more.
What now? A gift from my liege lord's armory.
Gungnir? Oh my god. Oh, fun! That's Odin's other weapon. You don't want to get hit by that.
Yes!
You don't want to get hit by that. Oh, I thought I had that dodge. I did have that one. You guys saw that, right? Oh. Cheeky. Oh, I dodged right into that. Fuck me. Or dove into it. Watch this combo. Woo-wee! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Actually, I wouldn't.
Oh.
Nice try.
Oh, fuck me. I blew that a little early. Did I miss my window? Fuck, I missed my window.
Nice try.
Shadow Realm.
Mythos.
Woo! Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I took a few more hits there than I wanted to, but I was just playing it fucking aggro as shit. I just decided to give her the fucking business. I saw how much damage he was doing, I saw how much potions we had, and I was like, ah, fuck it, full send. Could have played that a little safer and got a couple more dodges in there, but nah.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
I don't mind the stagger bars. I mean, the stagger bars can stay there if they wanted to make the health bars shorter, but like in fights like this, you know, sometimes they have gates, which can be more annoying, like health gates, because they want you to do cinema shit, but it's kind of whatever.
Yeah, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before
I mean,
we
ultimately,
arrived.
how long was that fight? Like, it was less than 5 minutes.
Well, you did what you could.
I would imagine.
I fear we were all
And it's
too
a major boss fight, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, the health bars are too long if the fight was like less than 5 minutes, when I'm used to fighting like, you know, ruby weapon for 20 minutes or more. Oh, that might be Odin. Shot in the dark.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Alright, well, fighting him with no potions right now would be
You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm,
not ideal.
Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Well, the purpose it serves, Mark, is that it adds a secondary mechanic where there are different types of damage. Because if you take the stagger bar out, then it's all one type of damage, and the whatever strategy could possibly exist for different build types basically just evaporates. Oh, is this where we find out just how amazing the king is?
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Oh, are we doing it? Is it time? Oh dear. Oh, that's not good.
Try it.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Not a good idea. Oh dear. Oh, don't do us like that.
Hurry! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
That's not how Jill gets fucking Shrek'd. Don't do it. The worst part is she knows it's coming.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know.
Oh my lord.
Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon.
Nobody gonna ask about Jill?
The king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him.
Where's Jill?
Clive.
That's the words I'm waiting for here.
Jill
There you go.
didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Oh boy. Yeah, he's got to keep Jill alive because he's got to, I guess, like they were talking about, they're going after the non-physical shit. They got to get his emotions all fucked up. Got to break his will. And so I would assume that's the direction they're headed.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Oh, a new recipe! Finally! My god.
Cole said it was an army of a cash.
How are we supposed to do our duty?
Wait, hold on. Another fucking... It just never ends. What the fuck? This is in between... The Dread Comet? Oh my. The Sickle and Delmechia. Okay. Oh boy. Chocobo done lost its mind. We gotta go put him down. New items though. Word?
Clive. Go on then.
Ah, new weapon. New armor. We won't buy anything yet. We might be able to craft stuff.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
So, what'd it be?
Okay, +1 rune blade in...
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
The bag. +1 rune belt.
Should last you a good while.
+1 rune
No
crescent.
scratches, right?
Is there a... +2? There is, look at that.
You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later.
Boom.
That it?
Upgraded. Bless. Thank you.
If it's knowledge you seek.
Boom, ba boom, ba da boom, boom, boom. Alright, fully upgraded, fully itemized. And that's some Breck, Delmecchia down here. And they said it was in the sickle, which means it's probably the fuck down in the cattery or some shit. Time to hunt an angry bird. That's right. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge leap from A to S. B to A, the difficulty leap makes sense. B is more or less just like your, you know, typical mid-boss. A is your typical mid-boss, plus hits a little harder. S, just into the stratosphere. Well, yeah, Svarog is a big bad for sure. I beat him when I was 11 levels under him. And so, yeah, that's a little bit ahead of the curve. From what they probably assumed you'd be getting into. Back. Wait, is he really not at the cattery? Holy shit, really? No shit? I mean, we have already fought something here, so... I suppose that's fair. So if he's not here... Like, I can just see some poor fucking sap that somehow missed or just never ended up doing the side quest to get access to the chocobo.
Straight home now.
Just salty. Salty as fuck. That's just a fucking parrot.
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
Oh, it doesn't even have... Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright.
Too slow.
Oh, he's backing him up. sakes. Fuck. Fuck. For fuck's sakes, you son of a... Fuck off, bro. Bro. Chill. Bro, what in the fuck is This man dropping meteors for 5 minutes? Oh my god! I thought to myself, oh, I'll just fight through it or whatever the fuck. He's probably only gonna throw down like a few more. Nah.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
Does using limit break outside of stagger kill aims faster? Not necessarily, but you'll attack a lot faster, you'll increase the odds of getting a counter. Because of it, you basically don't get stunned by hits the majority of the time. And he didn't have a stagger bar to stagger with. So, it was just a straight fight. Working on a no damage all remembrance run? Wait, what? Oh, that's top chat. Why am I only seeing... I'm clearly missing shit because YouTube's chat is bad. No, I'm not missing anything. I'm just not seeing what Mark typed. I don't know if he's making a joke and I'm just not getting it. That's entirely possible.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
The DDR girl is setting up an all remembrance run. A no damage all remembrance run. Remembrance being like all bosses or some shit? Like what? I can't remember what remembrance is related to.
If it's knowledge you seek.
Cole said it was an army of a cash.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
In the extension settings for theater mode, you can force it to live chat instead of talk. Oh, okay. Well, for what I'm using, I don't think it will apply to my Popo chat, but I did see somebody talking about that today, which is,
Your benefactors
that's
are a generous lot.
wonderful. Ooh, we're 35 off. I read Twitch says stream title. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Right, so the remembrances are tied to very specific bosses. More or less the main bosses with, I think there's a couple in here that aren't required, I can't remember. So she's doing a no damage, all main bosses that give remembrance, I guess. I don't think every boss in the game gives remembrances. I think just like certain bosses do. I mean, either way, that's clearly insane. I mean, she's certified masochist, but she's done some crazy shit, so.
If you're here, where the hell is everyone else? They're all right.
Sort of. Except for Jill, who is alive theoretically, but we don't know why or
Don't do things
where.
by halves, do you?
Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Oh my god, Fox, that's terrible. Fucking, oh my god. Oh my lord. We hit the 80% mark. As masochist as a Swedish model can be.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes.
Okay.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's.
Something inside of it?
Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Okay.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
What was Mid's first invention? Well, her first invention wouldn't be the water filtration system. That wouldn't make any sense. That's too recent.
Well,
possibly.
Opus. That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Alright.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are...
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Rui Hachimura agrees to a 3-year, $51 million contract with the LA Lakers, and Van Vliet signs a 3-year, $128 million. I'm sorry. You caught me off guard because you hit me with the great news, Rui getting his 15 plus a year, and then you slid in some black magic fuckery where you're telling me that Frederick Van Vlietis the Fifth is signing a 3-year, $128.5 million max deal with the Rockets. Bro. What? 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 You're telling me they couldn't find literally anyone else to spend all that money on? Fred Van Vliet max contract. For real? Fred Van Vliet is worth, at best, $22 million a year. You're paying this man $42 million a year? I'd even almost accept 30.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
It's always you two, isn't it?
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
Bro, that's disgusting.
It's broken. Except when it isn't.
That's disgusting. Fred Van Vliet about to accomplish fucking 17 points a game,
Nope, nothing.
9 rebounds or 9 assists,
All the songs at once. So we press all the buttons.
1 steal
Like this.
for max contract.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
Bro, Fred's agent.
Something caught on one of the gears.
It's either, listen,
Break it?
it's either
fix it?
Fred's agent's a god or the Rockets have the worst negotiating ability in the world. Hey, Hakazu! Welcome to the War Council over here on YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, brother. Saw that you followed yesterday.
He more than fixed it. Yeah, new music.
Hell yeah!
Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Oh. I mean, you could. Don't bother tonight, but I mean, you could.
I can tell you it's important, though.
Like every,
Sid showed it to me once and said as much.
3 hours or something.
Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships.
Fred's deal is the largest in history for an undrafted player.
Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Man alive. Man alive. Yeah, I appreciate that, Hakazu. I mean, I'm still gonna stream on Twitch occasionally, but yeah, more and more over here for sure. Just as your primer, if you didn't hear on the podcast, so what we've discovered here on YouTube, if you want to have the least amount of latency, get into the live stream, press the 2x speed button on the YouTube player until it turns itself off. That gets you the lowest possible latency. Because live on YouTube don't mean shit.
Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off.
Dijon
left.
bounced?
He did
Okay.
have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the prince's keepers.
Been watching the VODs? Awesome.
He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
It's not the way to stay up to speed. It's just when you first enter the stream, you just want to hit the X2,
Don't waste here.
and it will fast forward you to the front of the chunk that YouTube currently considers live, which seems to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 60 seconds. Well, 60 is probably a little lengthy. 10 to 30 to 45. So if you come in, somebody could end up, if they get in at the right time, they can end up at the front end of that chunk, and they're at like 10-second delay from caster, me. And then there's... But if you came in later, you could be at 30 seconds. Tarya can body me. I mean, what? I blacked out. Tarya is a keeper, for sure. Oh, did we just open up like 400 more fucking side quests? Did that just happen? No, just a couple. Yeah, it's just one of the oddities of YouTube that I guess once you spread the word enough, it'll almost become second nature for people watching streams on the platform until they get their shit together.
Alright, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. It's half of that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
Oh my god, dude, again.
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
Alright, I'll meet you by the forge then.
Time to go hear our blacksmith lament life again. Raptors front office strikes again. They turned Kawhi Leonard, Marc Gasol, Serge Ibaka, Danny Green, and Fred VanVleet into nothing. And they turned Kyle Lowry into Precious Achiuwa. I'm telling you, man. The front office at Toronto's is chalked. They're completely fucking clueless. Completely clueless. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't have a fucking clue. Which is typical for Toronto sports in general.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right?
Yeah, so...
Brought back some unhappy memories.
The difference between Mark, who isn't far from me, and Fox, who's on the other side of the ocean,
There are things we'd all rather
is
leave behind.
less than half a second. So if you get...
Sometimes it helps to talk about them.
Well, if you're running ultra low latency, which requires 1080p and certain settings, you can run it down to like 3 seconds. But who the fuck cares? It's not... The thing is, you get 3 seconds, but then people could still be like 15 seconds behind and you're still getting a big discrepancy
Ain't seen him in decades, and the last
between
time I did, we
people
almost came to
watching the
blows.
stream.
The ring
Right.
brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Fast has improved though. More than I thought possible.
That's the biggest hurdle.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is...
This again, bro?
I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
For fuck's sakes,
So
man.
what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe and my swords keep you dangerous.
Not the
I'm concerned,
rings.
Every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Jack Ryan? Yeah, I never got into watching it, personally. I always thought the radio advertisement for it just sounded so fucking cheese and terrible, but I've heard decent things. But yeah, like 4K, 30 FPS, 32 megabit getting transcoded, and it's like a 7 to 10 second delay on the low end for people. I mean, fuck, that's really good. YouTube just needs to figure out a way of getting everyone lined up and not all over the place scattered.
Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
Alright.
Thank you.
I'll try. But I don't know if you've talked to Tarja before. She's kind of a strong-willed woman. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Tarja, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Tarja. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodrigue. God.
We have
I thought everyone knew
all the
that.
ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Oddly specific, but okay. I'm the man for the job. I've never been back here. Okay. Wait, there's another quest here? Must be in the letter form.
Cole said it was an army of a cash.
So many side quests. My God.
If it's knowledge you seek.
They really back-end loaded this too. Oh, they're down here. Alright, you want me to take on a Morble given the friggin' name of this quest.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know,
What?
I know, but hear me out.
What?
Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound.
Oh God.
That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only our time.
Oh, for
I
fuck.
shan't keep you any longer.
Alright, but when I come back, you're changing that fucking hat. You asshole.
Sid, heard you were in Canva fetching young men.
Not yet.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be friends?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Okay. What do you got for me, Nectar? Well, at least it's not something crazy. The Whispering Waters in Rosaria. Okay, well, fuck me. Here we go. Fuck me.
Ready, go?
Faster!
You deserve a rest.
Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on then, you great fucking carrot top son of a bitch. Actually named Carrot. Incredible. That's it, Adam. Just dive right into it. Fuck me, this guy's got a lot of health. What the fuck did he send me into? Bro. I'm just gonna have to tank this fucking damage.
Find how. It's all I need.
Holy shit, this guy's health. Wowzers. Oh, for fuck's sake. What a dick. Instant Shadow Realm. Don't even wait for it. Alright.
That was definitely anything but ordinary.
That was a shitload of health. Certainly more health than I was, banking on. We gotta go over that way. Oh boy, okay. Okay then. Em and I watching the first episode of the third season of The Witcher last night, and again, it hits me once in a while. I can't get over how much you fumble the bag as a studio to want to fuck with the story so much when you have the guy there. He knows it all. He can walk you through it.
Faster!
He knows what he's doing. And not only that, but he looks like Geralt. And he sounds like Geralt. And he's got just enough star power for you. And instead, you want to bastardize everything to the point where he's so upset he leaves, and your replacement is Liam Hemsworth. Which, no offense to Liam, but he does not in any way, shape, or form resemble Geralt. Certainly will never be as good as Henry.
Surrounded.
And I'm just shocked anyone took that. Like, if they call you up, like, how much money are they offering Liam? Because if they call you up and you're like, hey, yeah, we want you to be the Witcher, but you have to replace Henry Cavill, my first thought is, fuck you. You want me to replace Henry Cavill, everyone's gonna hate me.
Thanks, Cal.
I'm literally going to get fucking roasted alive, even if I do well. There is no winning here. It's all lose, if like, with the exception of how much money do you plan on paying me? So I guess the paycheck had to have been huge.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so.
Yeah, you don't want to be the first guy on the replacement. You want to be the second replacement.
I suggest you go home.
And even then, you gotta kill it.
Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
This is where we find out how he burned half his face.
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Just for that, we're totally gonna start something with the chief.
Not good enough for you.
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil.
Now it's quiet.
Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Sultan.
I'm good with people?
You ain't backing
Really?
out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm so good with people.
Well, if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Mama.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Oh my lord, he's out here killing everyone.
I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you
Well,
say?
that goes 0 to 100.
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did? Fuck! We're getting nowhere! These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless!
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
Fun people.
I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something.
Well, that went super well, Blackthorn, let me tell you.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
Big shocker.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last.
Hmm?
Clive, Dravosh won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Oh boy.
Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravost will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way.
Yeah, August.
It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Bitch.
Shall I go and fetch the plans then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin.
Oh God,
I
really?
need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Oh boy, here I go slaughtering again.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
All right.
Schroeder to the Raptors, 2 years, 26 million. What? Schroeder to the Raptors? Wow. Interesting. Well, at least the contract value makes sense. I mean, 13 million for Schroeder makes sense. But that's not the team I would have expected him to go to.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Begone thought? Who does Toronto even still have at this point? Do they Scotty Barnes? And a dream?
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows. Come on.
That salamander got fucking packaged up, UPS stamped and shipped direct one way, no return to sender to the Shadow Realm. Barnes, Spicy Pea, Purtle, and a Dream. And now Schroeder. That's an interesting lineup. What was Barnes' stats last season? Is he actually like, is he gonna become the guy on Toronto, or are they just gonna like teach him how to be the guy and then get rid of him?
Be safe.
Seth, oh, Meth Curry to the Mavs? Ooh.
What's this all about then?
Interesting.
Any trouble
I
finding
kind of
the
like
skipper?
that.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
You're welcome.
Sorry about earlier.
Yeah, you would be.
I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pet Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed.
Spot Dragon on 504 Timo because it's getting rammed with traffic. Oh, I'm sure.
Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Great.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
Until next week when he's depressed about something else. I've
reckon
never
he's gonna be
seen
at it
a
a while
fork
yet, though, so
built
why don't you
so
head off with
fucking grand in
see you at the
all
Arctic
my
next time, safe
life,
and sound.
Clive.
See
I
you
just
both
can't match its intricacy
cinders till then.
and its ability in which it can stab
nice little
various
surprise for you.
meats and bring it to one's mouth. And for that, I am now sad. It's like Blackthorn's entire fucking character arc.
These things are going to take some...
Okay, well, we might as well finish that. Tune in next week when we find out what Blackthorn gets sad about next.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pico Cinder. How'd you come by this?
Yeah, I mean, there's no, I just
surely
struggle
gonna
to
be
see
driving.
Reeves getting that much money, man. Like, he's just, I think
didn't
people
say
are
so,
getting
but
a
I
little
think he wants
crazy
to
too
forgive you.
soon with that kid.
Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
Fucking finally.
Back on form, Blackthorn.
Again.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes.
Neither do I.
I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I?
Make me a sword.
About to put Zoltan back in his place.
Stop thinking about rings.
Ain't got the
You
arts to tell
weirdo.
how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Oh. Oh boy. The belt to end all belts.
Trouble with your gear, or...
Qualifying offer 2.2 million? I mean, yeah, that's a little wild that nobody wants to at least match 2.2 million. I mean, that seems crazy. Somebody's got to be able to fucking match 2.2 million. However, I will say, I don't think... I think a lot of teams would want to see him one more year. But for 2.2 mil, I might gamble on him. What up, Zeth?
What do you want?
Oh boy. Stone Tongue. There's another hunt to be done. We've got 2 orichalcum. And stained loincloth. So there's our 2 orichalcum pieces there. Both of them are for hunts.
Anything else?
If it's knowledge you seek.
What would you give him right now after the season that he had? Man, I'd give him... If I'm somebody, I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, if I get him on the right team... Right now, I'm a little concerned about his ego. So I wanna get him on a team... I wanna get him on a team where... Or get him with somebody where, you know, they can keep his ego in check. You know, they don't want him running too fucking wild, but I would say... Depends on the team. If I need somebody that's a shooter, maybe I'm looking for my second or third option, and I'm in a team situation where, you know, we've got a star or some shit, but we need a second or third option. Or maybe we need to beef up our bench, and we need a first option off the bench. And somebody that can float in the starting lineup if necessary. I'd give him a 2+1 for 12, where the +1's a team option. I don't think well, first of all, I think Struce just got overpaid, personally. I think that was a team buying up Struce because they needed a guy like him so desperately that they were willing to just skyrocket the fucking bill just to make sure that they got him. I think why you haven't seen Reeves go is because for whatever reason the roles the team feel like he fills, they just feel like they don't need him. I think Struce just got overpaid. I'm not by a lot of money, but I don't think either of them are worth more than 12 mil. Pre-Canada Day blues at the tea shop. Everyone has already spent a portion of their income on snacks, grillable items, beer, and weed. Nothing left for tea. True. And Sag.
He's a surly soaker.
But like, if he's hanging out and nobody's giving him options, like I'd even go like 2+1 on 10. If nobody's going after him. Like I don't wanna undersell him because I want him to take the team option. But I also, you know, don't want to overpay him.
I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
I'm just happy to see you.
Yeah. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
Well, that was some time. What, we're time skipping for this shit? Damn. Well, fuck all my other shit that I was doing, I guess. They're all just waiting.
It is just as I hoped.
Well, look at that.
Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid. You've saved us. Do you
Again.
recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
That's not a bad pickup. I mean, 5 mil, couple of draft picks. You know, restricted, that's... I hear an M. Hey, babe. Time for bed now? Okay. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Potion upgrades always welcome. Where's the dish? What? Underneath the sink upstairs. Yeah, the refill for the dish soap? Yeah, it's upstairs underneath the sink. Hmm? Yeah. Okay, babe.
If it's not
Okay. So we passed those in. So what do we got left? This is the last one here. So we'll go do that real quick. Quick as the bunny. And it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Conveniently split down the middle. Or inconvenient for that matter, I suppose. That's such an interesting pick for the Kings, though. What do you think the reasoning behind that is? I mean, they're still getting big-brained over there.
Stay down.
Rodriguez could have mentioned these spiders would be the size of curls.
Yeah, I know their cap space is like crazy limited right now, so that's obviously part of the decision. Overkill. Derrick Rose to the Grizzlies? What? Oh, you know what though? That's fucking huge. You know why? Because who is the modern D-Rose with a fucking social media problem that might need somebody to straighten his ass out?
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodriguez will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
That's like the most specific vet pickup for John Morant's situation. While still, I mean, you know, he's going to be able to go out there and he's going to hold the line, right? But that's like that's the best case scenario.
Thank goodness you're back. Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Talia's right. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it.
Mm-hmm.
It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless.
Well, he's dying one way or another.
There was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting away.
Expiring patient.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Talia. I'm so proud of you.
Rip. Pour one out for a real one.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodriguez. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Good stuff. All right.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Well, a bunch of ability points would be fucking spectacular. Gary Trent to the Raptors, finalizing a multi-year extension. Gary Trent? Okay.
Come again. I may have more for you.
I have 9,000. When the fuck did I get so many abilities? I've got over 9,000 .gif ability points. Yo, what? I am legitimately within striking distance of mastering Gigaflare and moving that shit somewhere so that I have 2 massive follow-ups. LOL? Averaged 17, 3, and 2 last year as a point guard. 43, 37, 84. I mean, that's pretty abysmal assisting for a point guard. But I guess for the... we'll have to wait and see how much money they're paying him. If they're paying him north of 15 mil a year, they're cooked. For 17, 3, and 2. As a point guard, you getting 15 mil a year. You can't be out here shooting 43, 37. I mean, props for going 84 from the line, I guess. I mean, if they really need to keep him, you know, okay, 20. But let's not get crazy and be talking about north of 20 mil a year. Okay, well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I've got for you for today. That is a lengthy, lengthy boy. We have streamed for I don't even know what... I mean, take the hour off for being away. I don't know, 14 hours, 13 hours total, somewhere in that neck of the woods. A pretty solid day. We are now officially, what, 83%? 81. Oh, they put so much weight on the main story. After we wrap up the next main story arc, we'll see how far that skips ahead. Yeah, we will continue on tomorrow. It should be relatively early. The start time will be sometime between 7 Eastern and 10 Eastern, I believe, unless something comes up to change that. But my goal, we're just hammering through this bad boy because I've got less than a month before we go away. I want to get this done, review done, and sorted, and then I want at least 2 weeks where I'm just streaming whatever, whether here or on Twitch, while I'm, while Em and I are getting the rest of the stuff ready to go away on the trip. Low stress environment. Leading up to this bad boy. Thank you so much for hanging out today, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Some of you would have gotten here just later on this evening. Some of you were here for damn near the whole day. Bell icon, if you haven't already. Thank you so much for all the support. You can follow over on Twitter or join the Discord, as Fox just put the stuff in chat there. And then, of course, also, if you want to take the moment, since you're already on YouTube, head over to Critical Hit on YouTube. Subscribe, bell icon there so you don't miss the reviews when they go up. That's pretty much all that goes up there. So you're not going to get sub-spammed. You're not going to get like a million things in your inbox on that one. So you feel free to bell icon it. You're pretty much just going to get the reviews that go up there and maybe the odd short once in a blue moon. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you once again. And until I see you, do me a favor. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Stay safe. Have a good one. And as always, good luck. Oh, have orichalcum. I don't even know what that shit is. But it makes some pretty dope weapons and armor, so... have some of that.